What's going on, savages? Today I want to get into microbiome. I just want to break this down in a way that's simple, to the point, so you guys know what the microbiome is, how it can help you lose weight, burn fat, and just be healthy overall. If you don't have a healthy microbiome, you're really putting yourself at risk for a lot of diseases and a lot of problems. So let's get into what the microbiome is. Don't forget, guys, to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm going to keep giving you guys awesome content, awesome information, especially from a plant-based perspective, to help take your gains and your goals to the next level. So let's get into this one, guys. Alright, savages, so let's talk about your microbiome. Just started, what? What's a microbiome? I'm going to get into that, bro. I just started the presentation. Your microbiome are the fungi and the bacteria that are living inside your body, mainly your intestines. Anytime we eat food, that food's going into our mouth, gotta go down our esophagus, and that ends up in our intestines. The breakdown of this food, the nutrients of the food, and the bacteria get stuck in your intestines. Now, the one thing you gotta know about your bacteria is your bacteria outnumber your regular cells 13 to 1. And that means that the cells of your body don't even compare to the cells that are coming out of the bacteria that occupy your body. That means that you're a product of the bacteria that's in your gut. So there's these bacteria that are inside my body taking over me. You're saying they're gonna take me over? They ain't gonna take me without a fight? Stop. It's important to know how to fertilize the right bacteria, because the way the bacteria is going to control everything from your mood to the neurotransmitters to your sleep and wake cycles. Depending on the food that you consume is going to dictate how these bacteria function within inside your body. So let me ask you a question. How many ingredients does the chips have?
Stone ground white corn, canola oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and kale.
Look at you. You can't even read the word, man. I see what you mean. Now, the negative part when it comes to the microbiome in your body is by us eating so many processed foods, the wrong foods, we're not feeding the microbiome the right way. What about sour milk? Is sour milk okay? Actually, yeah. Interesting you said that. Back in the day, Abraham, part of the Jewish faith, used sour milk and attributed sour milk to his long life. And also Marco Polo, back in the day, used sour milk as well as part of his health. So very interesting. Smartest thing you've actually said all day. Everything else you said has been garbage. So what ends up happening when we're eating these foods is this is going into our body, the wrong bacteria is going into our body. It's not allowing the good bacteria to break down the right foods in order to help repair cell walls, in order to help make these neurotransmitters. Again, we're finding that neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and other chemical messengers like that. Again, we see an association between diseases people are getting and psychiatric disorders like depression, anxiety, just because their microbiome is out of whack. Dysbiosis is the imbalance of good bacteria and bad bacteria, and it just turns out that a lot of us have more bad bacteria than we do have good bacteria, and that's leading to a lot of problems. Again, when we see this, we also see that bad bacteria gets into the body, it breaks down certain functions. We also see that the epithelial membrane, which is the membrane that's separating, your immune system as well from the inside, the mucosis layer, the inside of your intestine where the good bacteria are and the bad bacteria, what ends up happening is when that epithelial layer gets broken down, the bad bacteria goes and seeps through that, gets into your muscle cells, gets into your bloodstream. That sends an immune response, so now the immune system has to go and attack those bacteria, sends out a cascade of problems within your body. Those immune cells have to go and take care of that bacteria. That releases an endotoxin from that bacteria, which then goes into your system and creates a more unhealthy environment, creates chronic inflammation. As we know, chronic inflammation is responsible for everything from Alzheimer's disease to cancer to type 2 diabetes. They are all related. Now, foods that you want to take in that are really going to help you to get a good microbiome are your prebiotics and your probiotics. Now, your prebiotics are going to come from fiber. Now, fiber, a lot of insoluble fiber versus soluble fiber. Soluble fiber is something that can break down in water. Now, insoluble fiber cannot be broken down in water. So your bacteria will then go attach themselves to that fiber and break it down. And through that process of eating that fiber, they're going to end up creating short-chain fatty acids from that. Now, the short-chain fatty acids they get from consuming these resistant starches and these resistant fibers are really going to help your body out when it comes to manufacturing all these things like repairing cell walls, reducing inflammation, and all of those things. Are you getting this, Jay? Make sure you're writing this down.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Let's get into some foods that are going to be really important to help you cultivate a better microbiome. Some foods that are good prebiotics is any type of root vegetable. Usually a lot of root vegetables are really good in terms of providing resistant starch and fiber that your body can use. And a lot of these fibers, a lot of these foods have cellulose that breaks down as resistant starch, so that's really what you want. Now you can get anything from fiber, from spinach leaves to broccoli to chicory root to garlic to different foods like this that are going to provide fiber for your body. Another thing that you want to get, let's say for example, for your probiotics. Now these are going to come from fermented foods. You might have kimchi, which is a type of Asian seaweed, or cabbage that can be broken down and fermented. That's going to create probiotics in your body. Now you can also have something like sauerkraut. That's fermented cabbage as well, fermented white cabbage. Tempeh is great too. Tempeh being soybeans, right? So the soybeans are harvested to create tempeh. Tempeh kind of has a little bit of a meaty texture. It's used a lot in mock meats for vegetarians and vegans. That has probiotics in it as well. You can also do pickled vegetables on your own and ferment your own vegetables. These are very easy to do. I'll do a video for you guys so you guys can see how to ferment your own vegetables. I think you're ready. I think you got it.
That was really good information. I just stopped taking notes a little while back, but you know, I got a better grasp on it. I'm a little, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man. You gave me too much information. I don't know if I took it all in, to be honest with you. I don't know if I took it all in. I don't know. I'm trying to learn, but you talk a lot. You talk really fast. I'll do what I can. Yeah, I'll do what I can. I'll try to get it down. I understand. Anyway, all right, whatever. I'm out.
I don't know if you're all there sometimes, man. You need to relax, bro. You're just taking this stuff too serious. I'm just trying to give you information. The next video, I really want to get into even deeper stuff. We're going to get into shit transplants and what that can do for you. Next video, we're going to get into poop plants. Fuck, man.